I was recently asked to speak at the launch of the Women in Tech chapter in Canada, which was fabulous. And I realized that I had some tips that I was giving to individuals in terms of how they can be promoting female founders if they weren't investors. So I just thought I would share that with you in share my thoughts with you today. So essentially, um, if you don't have money to invest, what can you do? And I think it's really important that we start using our voices to amplify and shine a spotlight on female entrepreneurs, female founded companies, and frankly, entrepreneurs in general, especially due to the impact they've been experiencing during this tough time. So, for instance, number one, be a customer, patron and buy from companies that are started by women. Female consumers make more financial decisions than we realize. Women account for 85% of all purchases and drive 70 to 80% of all consumer spending. So, for instance, even in the tech area, women influence 50 to 60% of those purchases. Number two, when asked to name well known tech entrepreneurs, what are the names that we always come up with? Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Bill Gates. We need to stop that. We need to start naming female tech founders in this space, for instance, if we're focusing on female women in tech. And if you say their name enough, then they too will become household names. So oftentimes, especially here in the MENA region, we have so many wonderful examples of women that have built incredible businesses. Whether it's Linda Mahoney of Better Homes, Mona Attire of Mum's World. So start using those names more frequently. And that old adage, if you can't see it, you can't be it. We need to start naming names. Number three, similar to voting with your consumer dollars, you need to ensure that you use your social media channels to spread the names of brands and female founders that you admire. Out on a podium, in a webinar, as a teacher, a journalist, um, a board member. Write great reviews of services, products you have used, and it doesn't take much to raise awareness. It's not surprising right now that CEOs need to raise their standards, because even before COVID, governments were starting to turn inward. They were becoming more insular. So now we're looking to CEOs um, to be the architects of a framework of how companies are showing up. So it's not surprising female founders have been showing up. So although I'm technically not an impact investor, the companies that I invest in, do they make an impact? Yeah, absolutely. They make a profit, but they also make an impact. And I'm heartened to see, and I believe in time, we won't need to say that this is a social impact business or a social enterprise business, because every business will have been created with that sort of a lens in mind. And there's at least anecdotal evidence that even mainstream investors, institutional investors, VCs, are becoming more sensitized for the need for considering social environmental factors. And certainly this has been exacerbated and highlighted due to COVID. So those are my thoughts for today. Start amplifying female founders.